Attributed to the lengthy discussions on this issue by Congress and now explicit endorsement from the White House, stablecoin legislation could be finalized as soon as summer, potentially receiving strong bipartisan support and reaching the president's desk. This development allows Congress to focus on addressing the next major crypto issue, market structure, which will take considerably longer. Additionally, we are witnessing significant changes, including a substantial update from the banking GOP announcing that FDIC.gov will remove reputational risk from bank supervision criteria. Following the committee's approval of Senator Tim Scott's assertive proposal aims to mitigate reputational risk across all federal banking regulators, marking a significant shift. Notably, David Sachs highlights this as a big win for crypto, with the FDIC following the OCC's example by eliminating reputational risk from bank supervision. If you recall, back on March 7th, the OCC provided an important update on how U.S. banks can now act as validators on public networks, manage cryptocurrencies for customers, and hold stablecoins. This announcement has substantial financial implications. Additionally, while reputational risk may seem beneficial in theory, it is described as the risk of negative publicity regarding a firm's business practices. Regardless of its accuracy, this ambiguous and subjective standard was employed to rationalize the debanking of legally operating crypto companies via Operation Choke Point 2.0. Banking standards ought to be objective and measurable rather than reliant on the possibility of false narratives. Thank you, Senator Tim Scott, for your guidance on this through the FIRM Act. It is indeed a significant victory for crypto. Consider what has transpired in the past few weeks. There have been substantial developments in crypto, particularly regarding banking. Additionally, we recently had a podcast update from the tokenized podcast featuring K.O. Sheffield from Visa, who is the head of crypto at Visa. We have here the Oakthas recently approved crypto initiatives for banks, now including enabling them to offer crypto custody, a feat made nearly unfeasible by the recently revoked SAB 121. This allows banks to accept deposits for stablecoin reserves and enables them to operate nodes on a blockchain for stablecoin transactions, including as validators. Take a quick look at this. As the overall market interest and demand for stablecoins have rebounded, discussions with various banks across the U.S. have highlighted that they have noted this OC guidance that mandates a non-objection, that we are indeed curious about we aim to accomplish tasks in this area, but it's quite challenging for us to make progress if we need to seek a non-objection. With the new guidance that eliminates the need for a non-objection, banks can now develop a plan, collaborate on a PC, and explore potential partnerships with infrastructure providers. This allows them to proceed with assurance. It's important to note, however, that banks still need to address and manage risk, as this is a crucial aspect of banking, dealing with how to manage and mitigate risks effectively. Reduce risk though, yes. Banks are experiencing significant approval for crypto now, so it feels like we are on the brink of that pivotal moment for banks to truly invest. Monica Long mentioned this as well, and it all starts with regulations. To support this, and I believe we are making progress. I bring this up because I want to discuss the major announcement that occurred on the 25th, just yesterday, where Trump modernizes Treasury payments to minimize fraud. President Trump signed an executive order focused on updating the U.S. Treasury's payment systems. The order consolidates the 47 previously separate payment systems and requires the use of FIDO-Not-Pay list to fight fraud, waste, and misuse. This move signals a shift toward electronic payment methods,